Hello everybody, Jesus Martinez, PGA head golf professional at Corte Bella Golf Club. Hey, I just wanted to come out here, give you a little bit of a golf tip, something that I'm working on today. I'm working with my 5-iron. I just really want to hit more solid contact. Some of the things that we have here at Corte Bella that I want to make sure you're familiar with is going to be the range app called AccuRange. So you download the app on your phone. Once you get into the AccuRange, it's going to ask find an AccuRange nearby. And once you click that, it's going to bring up the list of golf courses, Corte Bella being the one that we're looking for. So it'll give it a little bit of time because I'm working off of my Verizon network. I'm going to go ahead and push Corte Bella Golf Club because that's where I'm at. And then you're going to see the first thing that pops up on that is how we should be hitting and what divot pattern we should make on the driving range. Super important because the way we want to do it, which is called linear, or I like to call it bacon strips, it's going to help with growing the grass back in a lot stronger and a lot better. The other ways of doing concentrated, where you do a big patch of grass, it makes it very difficult for that Bermuda grass to creep back in. So we don't want to do a big grouping of shots. Instead, we want to do those in one line. You also don't want to do scattered, which means you hit one shot here, one shot there, one shot over there, and so on, because that creates, again, a tough place for anybody who comes up behind you to hit, but it's also not the best for the turf. So again, the first thing you're going to see on that app is going to be that little figure that tells you what pattern we're looking to do at the driving range. Once you exit out of that, what you're going to find is the GPS. So as soon as I stand where I'm hitting from, it's going to tell me the distances to the various flags that we have here at Corte Bella. Currently, I'm hitting 5-iron, which I believe goes 180 yards for me. And the black flag out there is 183 yards from where I'm standing. So that's the perfect target for me to have. Now, I mention all of this because I think it's super important that when you're practicing that you have a target in mind where you want to hit the golf ball. So I've gone ahead and I've set up my ball mark, or I'm sorry, I've set up my my alignment rod parallel to that black marker. Now this is going to be great because I'm going to be able to utilize that to ensure that my foot line as well as my shoulder line is parallel with where I want to hit it. So as I set up here, I start getting my feet together. I can see that I am parallel to my alignment rod. I can also see that my shoulders are as well. Now, one of the things, it's not an exact science, but what is super important is that we're not super open or we're super close to our target, because that's obviously going to cause a lot of problems. Is it going to be exact? No way. Not going to happen. It's just a reference point and something to have. Now, the other thing that I'm focused on is, one, since I have my target and it's about the right distance I want to go to, I'm going to be able to tell whether I hit this 180 yards or not. In addition to that, I'm really paying a lot of attention to, am I hitting this ball first, then the ground? Because that's what we want to do with the irons. We want to hit the ball first. We want to make that good, solid contact, creating that backspin that creates the lift that we're looking for. So let's go ahead and hit one here. So I got 5-iron, 182, and I want to try to make good, solid contact, get it out to my target. All right, so if I'm rating that, I love to rate my shots. I like to rate them 1 being terrible, 10 being great. I'm going to give that probably a 7 to a 7.5. The reason for that, I still don't feel, and I've been hitting a few shots out here, that I'm hitting it crisp enough. I feel like I'm getting too much turf. And when I say too much turf, I'm talking about 2 centimeters. So less than a half an inch behind the ball. So that's pretty precise, but that's honestly what I feel like I'm hitting behind the ball. If I could get that just a little more forward, I could hit more solid contact. Now, the ball started right on line. There is currently a right to left wind, so some of that is getting blown over by the wind. But I'm okay with it, because if that was a green, I would have probably hit the left side of the green if I was going for the middle of the green. So I was good with that. The other thing was distance-wise. I probably hit that. It was just short of the target, so I probably hit about 175. That 5-yard difference very easily could be me hitting it a little behind. I don't know exactly what the math is on per centimeter basis, but for off-centered shots, you can see quite a bit of loss of distance just by being as little as 1 centimeter off left or right. And so there's a very good likelihood by me not hitting it as solid as I did is a direct result of why this ball didn't get there. So a couple things to take away from this. One, divot pattern, keep it in that straight line. That's going to help with the course conditions on the driving range. Two, have a target in mind. You can utilize a golf club if you don't have an alignment stick to do this. And then 3, get out here, practice, work on that game. It's a ton of fun. I can tell you from having looked at the driving range, there's currently nobody on the driving range, and it is currently 3:30. It's a little windy, but it's really great. For you members, you've got this back tee, which is where I'm hitting from right now. It's got a great chipping green. It's got a great bunker that you can practice your short game on, that you can hit full swings. I've actually got, you can't see it in the video here, but I've actually got a coyote just grazing over here, looking for some water and likely looking for some food. It's great to see the wildlife. Yeah, really cool. I'm super happy to be here at Corte Bella. Thanks for watching this little video. More to come.